Hey guys, it's me, Margot. I am here with part 5 of my Windenburg remodel series. This is the Von-Windenburg estate where the Villarreal family live. And I've already redone this lot before, so it had been long enough that I wasn't like super annoyed to do it again, even though it is a really big lot. But if you're interested, you can go and watch my original remodel from probably about a year ago and see how different it looks. So I did definitely restructure this house quite a bit. I did not really like the floor plan, but luckily, unlike some houses, the land grab house, it's pretty easy to restructure. So I did that. I decided I didn't want any bedrooms on the ground floor, so I put all the bedrooms upstairs. So the limiting factor there is that the siblings don't all have their own room. So in this case, Max and Hugo share a room, and then Luna has her own room, and Jock has his own room. And yeah, so my favorite part about this family is their kind of haunting past, especially with Jock. Because it says in their bio that Jacques' wife died under mysterious circumstances. So I decided to make their house kind of have creepy elements to it. And that includes this basement here. So the basement goes in through a bedroom over there. Well, it originally went in through the kitchen. So what I decided to do was restructure the downstairs and make that back room kind of like an office for Jacques. And he's the only one that can get in there, and then he has the stairs down to his little dungeon or whatever you want to call it. So it's pretty creepy. Now down here, like I said, I'm restructuring, so I got rid of all the bedrooms. So the kitchen is going to be where the bedrooms were, and then we've got 2 living rooms downstairs. The one on the left front part of the house is going to be like the formal sitting area. I feel like old houses like this always have that like sitting room where nobody actually sits. And then the one on the right next to the bathroom is going to be kind of more like the TV room with like activities and stuff for the kids. So I am using one of the bookshelf doors to lead from the dining room area into Jacques' creepy room that has the stairs leading into the basement. So there's no other way to get to the basement other than through this door, and of course the door is locked to only let Jacques through. So just extra elements of creepy. So when I decorate that room, we're going to have a little bit of trivia. So stay tuned for that. And be sure to participate, because otherwise what's the point? So anyways, that is kind of the layout downstairs. I think I like it a lot better. I like that there's just common areas on the main level, and then all the bedrooms are upstairs. Especially in a big house like this, I feel like, you know, large houses entertain people a lot, and so it's just nice to not have any bedrooms on the main floor. So then upstairs, I created another Jack and Jill / Hollywood bath for the kids' rooms there. And then, like I said, Hugo and Max share a room, and then Luna has her own room, and then Jacques has his own room as well. There's also a door leading from Jacques' room to the patio, and I moved that over to the landing area by the stairs just so it was kind of a more common use door rather than being in Jacques' room, because that kind of makes it feel like that's Jacques' own personal patio, and it's huge, so I feel like that's just kind of selfish. And he already has his own extra bedroom and basement, so he's already kind of selfish. Didn't need his own patio. So once I restructured the upstairs and I was sure I could fit all the bedrooms upstairs, I went back to decorate the main level. And I always prefer, if I do a build, to have the kitchen in the back left or back right corner of the lot as you're facing forward. I don't know why. It's just my preference. So in this case, back left was where it ended up. And it's a nice big kitchen. I do add some more walls to kind of break up the space a little bit. I do prefer an open floor plan, but I don't think that is common amongst houses of this era and design, so I kind of broke it up a little bit. Got some archways leading from the kitchen area into the dining area, and it's more separated so that you're not walking in and looking straight at the dining area. It's kind of more like broken up a little bit better, but still cohesive, and has the archways so it's kind of flows pretty good. So got a nice big stained glass window in the dining area. I didn't like the square windows that were there before. They just didn't seem to fit right. So I got rid of those. There was all sorts of windows on this house, and I was looking around right here like, oh, I just really want to redo all the windows, but it just was too much of an undertaking, so I just decided not to. And I'm pretty sure when you get to the end, there's like a window I deleted that has like a planter box outside, so now there's just like a planter box with no window there. Didn't realize it until way too late, so sorry about it. Lots of places to sit and eat, although for some reason this family, I did gameplay for a little bit with them, they won't like sit at the table or at the bar, they just stand and eat, so I don't know if there's like too many choices, but I don't know. So before I had decided that that other room was going to be a second living room, I kind of made this the all-encompassing living room, but then I realized I wanted 2 separate ones, so this is like the fancy one where the kids aren't allowed or whatever, so they don't mess it up, and then the entertainment living room is over there. So I'm going to take the TV and the game system out of this living room in a minute and move it over to the other living room. And it seems kind of excessive, but I did want to comment. I mean, there's 3 kids in the house, you know, so they needed somewhere to like have fun and do stuff. So I just wanted to make it more of like a living room than like an office, which was my original plan. Plus, Jacques also has his extra offices too, so I didn't need like 5 offices in one house. It's kind of excessive, so formal living room, that's what we went with. Got the old people paintings on the wall for like the heirs of the estate or whatever. Lots of creepy vibes in this house was the plan. So got a pretty decent entryway. I didn't really put much there. It's going to be kind of like a clean space, nothing cluttery on the main level at least. Got a full bath downstairs, even though there's no bedrooms downstairs, but you can imagine maybe the living room has a pull-out couch or something for guests. I don't know. Thought it'd be nice to have a full bathroom downstairs for 3 bedrooms, or 3 bathrooms and like 5 bedrooms, I guess, if you count the second living room. Okay, second living room, kind of more casual furniture, more casual decor, TV. There's an easel and a chess table and books and stuff, just entertainment stuff for the kids to enjoy. There's 2 teens and a young child in this house, and Jacques. So somebody brought up in the comments on one of my videos for the original redo that I did of this lot was that Jacques was dead. So I think I must have done gameplay with aging on in the town, and he probably died because he's an elder. And then when I went to go redo the house, he was already dead. So I didn't even realize that he was missing. So it's not complete, basically. Because I think Hugo was a young adult, just kind of like looking after the kids, I guess. Or maybe Hugo and Luna were. I don't remember, but I did it wrong. So now I'm redeeming myself and redoing it again. And I don't think I did a redo quite to this degree. Okay, time for trivia. After I decorate this room, let me know in the comments down below what movie you think inspired this room. Okay, it's a movie, it's a newer movie, and it inspired this creepy room for Jacques. So this is just kind of like his interim room that leads to the basement where all of his creepy office stuff is down here. And it's kind of a bunker. He has a bed down there and metal walls because one of his character traits is insane. So he is insane. He's not paranoid. I didn't change his character traits to be paranoid, and this was well before I know I'm going to say that a lot. Strangerville came out. So, but he's still creepy, and he allegedly killed his wife. So I just imagine she's like buried under the basement or something. But he has his like computer and all of his creepy notes, and then he has like a sleeping area because he sleeps down here sometimes. I just imagine him being like up really late into the night and doesn't want to go upstairs and just crashes on a cot down here, but magically appears up with the family. So the reason I wanted to put his office over here is it's kind of going to kind of come off as like there isn't a room there, and when you get to the Sims portion, the Create a Sim portion at the end of this, you kind of get into some of the traits of the kids. So Luna is childish, and I don't remember the other one, but she's childish. So that makes me think she's also kind of naive. So when somebody says like, oh, there's no room there, she doesn't think like, why is there so much, like, why are these walls on the outside of the house extending past where it looks like it should end because there's no doors here. She doesn't really ask questions. And then Max, the youngest, first of all, he's a kid, and second of all, he's super evil. So he just, I don't know, doesn't care or doesn't realize it or knows and thinks it's cool because he's evil. And then Hugo is like the only one that really is like, okay, something isn't right with this guy, but I can't just like leave my siblings here, even though he's probably old enough to move out and be on his own. Actually, I don't think he is because he's a teen, but I imagine him being the older of the two teens. I don't know why. So that's the dynamic I made up in my head. It's a little over the top as normal, but yeah. So Jacques is just creepy and has creepy things. Okay, did the kids' room. So the first room I just did was Max and Hugo's room, and then this is Luna's room. Very cute and girly. I love that bed. I would have killed to have a bed like that when I was younger with the like canopy thing. So cute. So her room is, I think, slightly smaller, but that's just because it's her own room. And then Hugo and Max have like 2 computer desks on a table, so they can each be on the computer at the same time. Kids these days, gotta have their technology. I tried to put some like creepy stuff over on Max's side of the room, like the creepy bat pig toy and like creepy posters and stuff. And then onto Jacques' room, just a normal old man room. Move the door over to the entryway like I said earlier. I'll do that in a second. And he has like kind of a little reading area, although he spends most of his time in his creepy dungeon. And nobody seems to ask questions about where he is all day. But yeah. And then there's a nice big patio out here. I didn't put a ton of stuff. There's like a flower arranging table. Maybe Jacques has like a quote unquote normal hobby as well. Place to sit outside. I was going to put a chess table. I like to put chess tables outside, but there was already a chess table downstairs. Like you don't really need 2 in one house. So there's just some planters and a flower arranging table out here. A nice big patio. And I didn't want to put much up here because there's a huge yard area. This lot is ginormous and this house is only taking up like half of it. So what I don't like about that is when people like come over, they like appear at the edge of the lot, which is like really far from the house. So I kind of wish I had like moved the house up a little bit, but I don't know. It is what it is. Okay, outside, of course we have an entertaining area with some tables and places to cook, places to eat. There's a nice big pool, places to sit by the pool. And I was going to try to do a slip and slide, but it just would have like really thrown off the aesthetic, so I just left it. But I think it looks cool out there. I would chill out there for sure. And yeah, I thought about redoing the landscaping for a hot second, and then I was like, ugh, I already spent so much time on this house and I still have to do the create a sim. So I decided not to. And I thought the landscaping was pretty good. The only thing I would probably change is maybe moving the house up to the front of the lot a little bit more, but not a big deal. Okay, this is Jacques. He has red eyes, which really creeps me out. So I decided to change that and gave him a handlebar mustache to make him look evil, but not as creepy evil, more like maniacal evil, you know what I mean? Like he's more like a smart evil now rather than like a creepy homeless evil, That's what I was going for. So yeah, so Jacques apparently killed his wife, is the tea, and I just wanted him to look as normal as possible, but just a little off. So like he dresses like it's still like the 40s and he has the mustache, just like a little unsettling, but not quite as unsettling as he was before. That was the goal. I feel like if I had to pick a family to have like a soap opera, it would 100% be this family. And I think it would be wildly entertaining. I would watch it for sure. And they would be, all their tea would be spilt. Okay, Luna, she's a teen. I've said this before, and I don't like it when teens look like adults. It creeps me out. Like, I don't know. So I don't usually put a lot of makeup on them and stuff. Like, I want them to look young, like they're teenagers. So I end up changing her hair later too, because that's kind of an older lady hairstyle to me. Not old lady, but like sophisticated woman hairstyle. So what I end up deciding here in a second is to give each of the kids 2 everyday outfits. So one is going to be like a private school uniform, and then the other one's going to be like normal daily clothes, because it does look like for some reason only Luna is wearing some sort of uniform in her original outfit. So I kind of wanted to stick with that, especially because like they live in a nice house, they probably go to private school, so they all have uniforms that are kind of a similar like blue color scheme. I couldn't find things that were like exactly matching, but from what I know about schools with uniforms, like the girls and the guys wear something like slightly different. And girls usually wear skirts, but I don't really know. I've never gone to a school with a uniform or known anybody that went to a school with a uniform. So if I'm totally off, deal with it. But anyways, they all have their own like normal like weekend outfit that they would wear not at school, along with their uniform. So yeah, but overall, like I said, I just like to make the teenagers look young like they're supposed to. And so she was wearing a lot of makeup, I thought, so I took the makeup off. Not that I wore makeup when I was a teenager, but for some reason just in The Sims, because the teens don't look any different like size-wise than like adults. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just weird. Like if they're supposed to be like 12 or 13, they look way too old. But they could also be like 18 and be a teenager. So it's just like, how old are you? But I'm trying to make it clear that they are like high school age, like 15, 16 is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking she's like 15 or 16 and then Hugo is like 17 or 18. That I'm just making that up. So anyways, gave her a little bit more youthful hairstyle with the braid ponytail situation. And I think she looks cute in her little uniform. So that's Luna. On to Hugo. He was kind of ugly. I kind of made him a little cuter. He was not a good looking guy. So school uniform first. Again, it's going to be like a blue and black. That's their school colors, I guess. I don't know. Just randomly decided that. It was kind of hard to find for him, but I think the cardigan and tie looked good. I thought they should all wear a tie, but then I couldn't find one for Max. So I guess the teens wear a tie. I don't know. And then just his normal outfit, which I'm pretty sure after I pick one, I end up changing later. Because I didn't like it. Made him look kind of old. Yeah, so I don't stick with that one. But, so Hugo, like I said, he's like the only one that's kind of like onto the family secret and like not cool about it. But he's also a foodie and likes to eat. So I'm pretty sure in one of my gameplays, I had this sim called Madame Bougie. And she lived in like a high-rise apartment in San Myshuno. And Hugo was actually her caterer because she hired a caterer every week instead of making her own food. And Hugo was her caterer. So fun fact. He's a pretty cool kid. I did change his hair a little bit to look a little more young. I don't know, he's just kind of ugly. Now he's not like super hot or anything, but he's like, you know, like a cute looking kid. Not bad. And his little brother Max is the evil one. And it's so funny, his outfits and stuff, like he's wearing like a leather jacket, like a bad kid. But I just wonder what kind of evil things like a kid does. Like, do they just make messes a lot or something? Because I don't think I've ever done gameplay with an evil child. So I'm like super interested in that whole thing, and I need to do more gameplay with this family for sure. But it's just really funny. So he definitely took after Jacques. Yeah, so that's the outfit that I ended up going with for him. I changed his jacket a little bit. So this is Max. He's the evil kid. He has like squinty eyes and like downturned eyebrows, and it's just so funny to me. I changed his eyes because they were just too creepy. I don't want them to be like visually evil, you know, like a little bit, but not like, oh yeah, that kid's evil. It's got to be a mystery. You got to be like, got to keep you guessing. Speaking of guessing, have you commented down below what you think that room was based off of? It's based off a movie, a recent movie, a pretty popular movie. Let me know down below what you think it is. You might win literally nothing. I don't have anything to give you. I'm really sorry. I'll give you a shout out in my next video if you get it right. And you can be, you can look super cool to all 30 people that watch my videos. So that's something. Yeah, that's little Max. So he's got his school uniform, his normal outfit with his leather jacket because he's just a cool dude in a turtleneck. And that's the fam. I forgot to take pics of the fam for the end. But here's the before and afters of the house. I just did the bird's eye view because I just wanted you to really see how I restructured and all that good stuff. So that's all I've got for this video, you guys. Moving right along on Windenburg. This was part 5. Took a couple weeks off. I've had a lot going on work-wise and stuff, so we're getting back to it. So please subscribe, hit the bell notification so you know when I post new videos, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!